views and opinions of your boy Derek are those of the host and does not necessarily reflect that of the Nighthawk Network or the views and opinions of its associate members. Viewer and listening discretion is advised.
Hey, bitches.
And now, once again, from the iconic city of Baltimore, we bring you season 2 of Helena Hologram. Hey, bitches. Let's talk about it.
What's up? Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Heyy Bitches Live. I'm the original Heyy Bitches herself, the one and only Miss Motherfucking Helena Hologram, often imitated, never duplicated. I am her. I am here. I'm queer and I'm happy. Happy Gay Pride Month, everybody. What's going on? Happy Gay Pride Month. I was thinking about that the other day, It's Gay Pride Month, but Gay Pride for me is 365 days out of a year. I'm proud to be me. I don't have no problems with me. And I'm good with me. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, guess what? We are less than a month away from the Olympics. So, I'm trying to see something real quick. So, how's everybody's week been going thus far? I hope everybody's week has been going pretty good. I'm trying to find something out here, y'all. I should have did this earlier. I'm just trying to find something out. Trying to find out how many, just to be, let me see how many, let's see. Oh, wow. North Korea became the first country to skip the Olympics. North Korea, now we talking about North Korea, okay, over there. Okay. North Korea, but so far, few star athletes have broached the topic, and North Korea is the only country to formally withdraw from participation. Japanese tennis star Naomi and the U.S. sensation Serena Williams were versed when they asked about child. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Rod, what's going on? So, no, the Olympics are not canceled. I just thought I'm just trying to get an idea of how many countries are actually not sending teams to the Olympics. I don't know. That's if my soon as the research department get up in here, I'm gonna ask them if they can check it out for me and find out how many countries are actually not sending. Well, that's kind of weird, North Korea, but it's really not weird because North Korea and Japan really never had. Thank you, baby. Hey, baby. North Korea and Japan never really got along in the first place. So that's thing. But right now they say they're the only one that's officially not sending. Hayes says is not sending the team to the Olympics, but I could imagine the closer it gets to the Olympics, the more countries will withdraw from the Olympics, or more athletes may make up in their mind that it's not worth the physical, mental, physical or mental strain to go to the Olympics and have all of that on your mind. So I hope everybody, like I said, happy Gay Pride Month. Let me get this out the way real quick. I want to most definitely always give a shout out to my sponsors. I want to thank my sponsors, Nighthawk Network, Eric Buckner, and my newest sponsor. Love you guys to death, Washington Consulting Group. Thank you, thank you, thank you for having faith in me and having faith in my broadcast and the things that we the things we talk about, and all of my wonderful audience. I most definitely enjoy you guys tremendously. You guys are encouragement for me. Now, I will tell you this. Last Thursday was the first time that I did a show in, ooh, Jesus, yeah, been that long. But let me tell you, honey, that show was I don't know, it was amazing. It made me very proud to be a female illusionist. It was I don't know. I mean, just to be back after all that time, and all my family and friends was there. Y'all hold on for 1 second for me. 1 second, y'all. 1 second, y'all. Let me find something up here real quick. I gotta do something. All right, welcome back to Hey Bridges Live. Let me put this comment up here. My brother said, I believe most will because of the lockdown over the last year. To them, it's another step towards. Yeah, but I think, but I also think, sis, that a lot of them are gonna um. I mean, I know a lot of athletes probably will go because, like, take for instance Simone Biles. She's 24 years old. That's considered a senior citizen in gymnastics, and this will probably be her last opportunity to. I do believe that there's going to be a lot of people who go there because it's their actual last opportunity to compete in the Olympics. And that's a contributing factor to most. The ones who may have been several times before and got a couple of medals or whatever. I don't know. It may be not as important to them unless they're trying to you know just win more medals. I mean, I haven't even seen any Olympic trials yet for track and field. I mean, I may have missed them. I was hoping that my little brother Hugh was going to be in the room, but he's not here yet. But I may have missed them. But I haven't even seen any trials for well, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't surprise me that North Korea is not going, because, like I say, they never got along with the host country anyway. So, but from what it's saying right now, they're the only country that has pulled out. So I'm kind of like saying, we're going to sit and wait, or a lot of countries going to wait until they get closer to the Olympics to not pull their athletes, or are they going to take a poll and just allow what athletes want to go, give them opportunity to still go. But as a whole, I don't know. It's just, well, if they have the Olympics, trust me, I'm going to watch them. I'm going to watch them. I got a segment on the show now that's, well, it's not because of this, but it's Pride Month here. I'm a very proud person of the LBGTQBC. Yeah, those, yeah. Okay. So I'll be doing some announcing periodically about some events that's coming up, and I'm gonna read them as the people gave them to me. They may not necessarily be in order, but I'm gonna try to do that the right way too. And most of these events are in Baltimore, Annapolis, and or the DC area. I will let you know about them. Like I say to all of my friends, even my sister, when you have events, send me a flyer or whatever, so I can announce your events on the show, so we can let the children know we back and we doing a little thing. So when we get events, we're gonna let you guys know, keep them abreast. I'm trying to. I'm gonna hurt her. She sent me a flyer, and I can only read half of it. But anyway, make sure your flyers and things are visible. Praise the Lord. Here you go. That's better. Okay, let me get these. I want to make sure I get the. Okay, this one is. Oh, well, Lord. These ones are good and way out there. Well, right now we know on June the 19th we will be at Mixes Bar 9 o'clock show. Um, no cover. All of you guys are most definitely welcome to come. But I don't want to give you the name of the establishment and not give you the address. We will be at Mixes on June the 19th, which is located at 6037 Bel Air Road, Baltimore, Maryland, 21206. There's no cover. Showtime, 9 o'clock. Hope to see you there. We also know that on the 26th of, ain't even got to do that. On the 26th of this month, I'll be home. Going home to Annapolis. I'll be doing, I don't want no memories, girl. I'll be going home to Annapolis. I don't know where I put the flyer. I got flyers all over the place, y'all. Here we go. Saturday, June 26, 2021. Brunch starts at 11:30 a.m. Showtime at 12 p.m. noon. Love with Pride and Unity brunch for Mr. Canoe Smith Brown, who's running for alderman of the 3rd Ward. You guys go on my page. You can look that up. I have it on my page. I tell you where to register to buy your tickets. For that evening, Miss Naomi Ratchet will be in the house. Jayla Nicole, April Earthquake, and Mr. Jeremy Browning. So come on out for us to help support Mr. Smith Brown as he runs for alderman of the 3rd Ward in Annapolis, Maryland. My hometown. I mean, Baltimore is my birth town, but I was raised in Annapolis. Let me see it. Okay, and the other ones I have for you guys are gonna be kind of easy because all of them they're like, I'm gonna keep on repeating them because some of them are like months, like a month away. Okay, we got Jess Brunch, yes. Baltimore Pride, the center of the Pride Center of Maryland. Present Just Brunch. I'm trying to host it by Caden, Amore, Chloe, and Leah Adams cast. The Pride Center of Maryland and Baltimore Pride, Baltimore City Pride, Sad Brunch Entertainment presents, and this will be child. I'm trying. Oh, it'll be at Safari Nightclub, 55625 O'Donnell Street, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224, and the date for this is. Don't pay me no mind, y'all. Y'all still love me. I know you do. Okay, I'm looking at this damn thing. Show starts at 12. Event duration from 11:30 to 2:30. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I'm overlooking it. Well, we know. Let me. Ticket price $20. VIP available. I'll get that to you when I get the. Well, I put it to you like this. Since they're calling this a Pride Brunch, I'm assuming that it's going to be either the 18th, 19th, or the 20th. I'm thinking it's the 19th, but I don't know for sure. And when I find out, I will let you guys know. July 18th, seating at 11 a.m. Showtime 12:30. No tea, no shade. Drag Brunch hosted by Caden Moore and Leah, Caden, Chloe, and Leah Adams. And this is on July the 18th. I'll post this on my page too, so if you guys want to see it, all these flyers that I'm reading out to you guys, I'm actually posting them on my page as well, so you guys can get as much information on these events that's happening during this wonderful month of Pride Month, and we can all have a good time. Like I said, I'm hoping everybody has been blessed. Like I said, Thursday was the first time I've done a show. Yeah, it's been a minute, and I was elated because we had a nice crowd. My family, when I tell you, my family showed up and showed out. I was just like totally amazed. My brother Mark was there. My brother Jack was there. My baby Princess was there. My grandson Billy was there. My daughter Meek was there. Her and her friends was there. My niece Little Mama, my niece Pumpkin, Tiara, Tony, Byron, Jess, Jamita. Of course, she's going to entertain. We'll talk about her later. My son Taz, his three guests. It was just like phenomenal. It was just an opportunity to get out and see. No, there's not going to be they're not having anything Pride related this year. I mean, besides the brunches and things that I'll be announcing, they'll be having things like that. But as far as Pride itself, no, I don't. They're not doing the park. They're not doing the parade. They're not doing anything like that. But like I said, I will be letting you guys know, who's having events, who's having shows and things of that nature to try to keep everybody abreast. So if you have anything that's coming up here anytime soon, just inbox me your flyer, the information, and please do me a favor, make sure it's legible, because some I'll keep that to myself. But anyway, sometimes we have these wonderful flyers, and these flyers be so damn busy that you can't see shit, or you can't read what it's saying. But hey, Jamaica girl, and and like I said, I want to thank all of my entertainers that was with me on last Thursday, which was Jamita Diamond. Thank you, boo. I love you. Thank you, thank you. My daughter Tania Lachey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My niece Leah Michelle Adams. You guys, y'all showed up, and most definitely, we can never ever forget DJ Big Nasty for doing his thing. We most definitely want to thank J Lamar Productions for giving us the opportunity to come out and share what we do. Let you guys see, how much we enjoy it, and how much we've missed it. So I got some, like I said, I have some things coming up, and then again, I forgot to tell you one more thing. And then on June the 27th, I will be in. I don't know why we do that. On June 27th, we're going to close out Pride Month. I'll be in D.C. I miss you too, baby. You still have that beautiful smile. Let me get it. Oh, on June the 27th, I will be in D.C. for, in honor of Pride Month. Chateau Remix present Taste the Rainbow. Cover $20 cash bar. DJ D Nice. House mixes and R&B starts at 4 to 8 p.m. Sunday, June the 27th. The Chateau Remix, 3439 Benning Road, Northeast Washington, D.C. 20019, hosted by my beautiful daughter, TKO, better known as Angie, MC Tuffy on the mic. Mini show features some of DMV's finest, Lady Tony, DeAndre Superstar Parker, yours truly, Helena Hologram, and more. A public event to show support to the LBGT community, and we thank you so much. So you guys, that will be posted on my page too. So I'm gonna try to keep you guys abreast, since there's not a lot of things going on that day. That whole weekend, I guess we're gonna have to settle for doing drag brunches, and catching the show wherever we can. Like I say, I have the show on the 19th at Mixers. Then on the 26th, I'm in Annapolis, Maryland, for a wonderful fundraiser show for the young man, Mr. Smith Brown. And on the 27th, I'm in DC. So I'm like, I'm booked, but I'm happy. I'm slowly but surely getting back into it. Like I said, I know I'm keep on saying this over and over again, but I'm so proud of my niece Jamita, honey. That was the Jamita I know, the fearless Jamita, honey. She got out there, she did her thing. You don't know why they chat. We did. Oh, girl, it was like she did her gospel thing. I did my gospel thing, and honey, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? But we have some things coming up. Renee, I got some things coming up that I want you to be a part of. But I'll let you guys know. Yes, honey, this hair is sick old name. Okay, all right. So what we're gonna do right now, guys, is we're gonna take a little commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna begin to tackle this topic with everybody. We're gonna tackle the topic of we did it on the remix, but I'm gonna do it here. We're gonna talk about something that I want to hear what you guys got to say. We're gonna talk about where it's at. I'm gonna bring it right back up. Okay. I got a lot of things up on here. But I'll tell you one thing. It's easy for me to go back and tell um what some of the topics was about. But when we come back, we're going to actually talk about do we date anymore? All right? We take this commercial break and we'll be right back to Hey Bitches Live, buddy, with the one and only, the original Hey Bitches herself, Miss Helena motherfucking Hologram, often imitated, boop, never duplicated. Commercial break and we'll be right back. Mwah.
Get into it. Black on, look at that David Ford, right there, that's his thing. Black on, he don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford, that's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Yes! Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Hey Bitches Live. I'm your host, the original Hey Bitches herself, often imitated, never motherfucking duplicated. Honey. Miss Helena Hologram, honey. Miss Chick Chick Boom, honey. Chick Chick Boom. Say hi to my one of my sponsors, Mr. Eric Buckner, who's also the CEO of the Nighthawk Network, the young man who brought me to this side of doing what I do. So I'm here for it, honey. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I really appreciate Thursday. The show was phenomenal. I could not be more proud of the whole event. You can always tell you're having a halfway decent event when people ask you when is the next one. That's what I do. Like I say, I always want to give mad shout out to my sponsors, the Nighthawk Network, Eric Buckner, and then my newest sponsor, Washington Consulting Group. If any of you guys are ever interested in sponsoring me, inbox me and I'll give you the info. You know, sometimes it's not as expensive as you think it is because everybody can sponsor on different levels, and I'm greatly appreciative to all of my sponsors who have enough faith in me to want to see that this show goes on on until the beat don't stop to the break of dawn. But I said we wanted to go back to I did this on my remix show the other day, and I wanted to see how you guys felt about it. Do we date anymore? Do people date anymore? Um, Me myself, I haven't been on a date in, yeah, it's been that long. Yeah, it's really been that long. So do we? And if we date, and if you, yeah, I do too. But I just want to know to what extent do people, and if they date, do they just date, or do they date exclusively? Like I said, I know me myself. I haven't seriously dated anybody in years. So I just wanted to see what the feel was with everybody else. How's their dating practices going? Do they date? I mean, what's in that thing today? Some people, some some people are in your life, and some people are in your life for a certain reason. And everybody, and I don't think everybody's dateable. Most people now just either hang out or strictly out to do the baby white play. Hello, I yeah, and that's a very most yeah, just to hang out. I don't know if it's if there's a fear of commitment. Um, I don't know what it is, but I think that percentage wise, I think a lot of people aren't dating anymore, and and I mean the reasoning behind it, I do not know, but I would seriously consider. I would date somebody if the right person, if the right dateable person came around that I could date. I'm not opposed to dating. I mean, you know, some people call it dating. Some people call it companionship. So I mean, where are you at in your life with dating? I mean, it's not. I mean, some people it's necessary for, and some people it's not. I mean, I know if somebody's have a plan on idea that they want to get married, then I think dating would be in your card sometime. Unless you plan on having a shotgun wedding or something like that. So I don't know. I just think dating is like almost played out. Why I do not know, but I just feel as though that it's just like so. I don't know. I don't. Back in the day, everybody had their little. Yeah, I mean, um, and then Ro just say, there are some people just date for the meal, and then you got to realize, but is that really dating? I guess you could in this thing. I'm definitely still looking to date. Yeah, I mean, I am too, but I'm just not ready to just date anybody to be dating anybody. Yeah, I think that dating can be such a wonderful experience. Dating can be such a wonderful part of your life. I mean, I would never discourage anybody from ever dating. I mean, I think it's a wonderful experience for anybody to be a part of. I just think it's cool. I would never discourage anybody from dating, but I think in dating you have to be mentally prepared to date. You just can't date, you know, to date. You have to set down some ground rules for yourself. Set down some 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 standards. I mean, what are you looking for in somebody you're dating? I mean, and those things need to be hey Amy, and those things need to be talked about when you're in the process of decide. Listen to me, children. Those things that need to be talked about in the process of you deciding if you want to date, because you can't wait until you start dating somebody for 5 or 6 months and you say, oh well, I don't like you smoking, I don't like you drinking. You need to set all those things down. On your first couple of dates, you can't set all them down at the same time, because you will scare a motherfucker away. But it's in the dating aspect, there are things that you most definitely have to talk about. You have to talk about your likes, your dislikes. you know I mean, you have to talk. If talking is going to be a little bit not that different, but a little different if you're dating somebody with children or you're dating somebody without children. Yeah, dating is supposed to be fun and lighthearted, and when you wish to move into exclusive, yeah, then the boundaries should. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I just don't. If you're going to date, I can't see you dating. What are you doing, little girl? I can't see you dating somebody and y'all don't have any kind of boundaries or any kind of you know what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate, that sort of thing. Because I think that if you put that out there, then you'll know. You're kind of like, yeah, expectations and desires should be shared, not dictated or demanded. And it's something that, and I think that's the problem in the dating pool today. A lot of people don't do that, and then they wonder why, 4 or 5, 6 months into dating somebody, it's not working. Well, honey, it's not working because you didn't even start your dating process off right. You know what I'm saying? When you're ready to just date somebody exclusively, you should know what you by the time you're ready to date somebody exclusively, you should really know what you're ready to get into, what they expect from you, what you expect from them, desires, blah 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 blah. And I think that is the downside that a lot of people get into dating, or like Road say, they get into dating and they want to date not the whole person. They want to date the aspects of a person. They want to date somebody. Oh, he's such a good cook. Or they want to date somebody, say, oh, he's such a whatever. They want to date somebody because they say, oh, his sex is so good. Okay, whatever. But to experience the whole dating experience, you need to have somebody that you can take time and you are willing, ready, and able to date the whole person. Like me, bitch. Because if you're gonna date me, honey, it's a whole lot of me to date, honey. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, I agree, Meech. When you first start to date someone, you are getting to know them, but you should also be looking to enjoy them. Yeah, I mean, and you know what, and I beg to, and I beg to differ. Shit, I beg to ask the question. But do people still know how to date? Maybe um hey, my beautiful daughter. Maybe that should be the question. Do it really is? I mean, and that's the question that I put before you, my beautiful viewers. Do people still know how to date? Don't nobody court nobody. You say you tell somebody you want to court them. The first thing they think, you take them to the district or circuit court. Bitch, don't, girl, I'm oh, child, you don't say court around black people, girl. When you say court, they won't even let you put ship on. They be like, bitch, no, okay, girl, we're gonna use the word dating around here, honey. We can, okay, they ain't gonna let you get the ship, bitch. Hey, who you talking? Who you got court? Girl, no, they don't know nothing. I don't think the generation today have even heard the word courtship or even know what it means, honey. In layman's term, courtship is nothing but dating, honey. And then and now dating is so Do you? Okay, well, how do you date, girl? Listen to me, honey. Do you date exclusively? Do you have people you date just for sex? Do you have people you date because you want to date all of them? And that's what I'm having a problem with. I'm having a problem with finding somebody who wants to date all of me. They even want to date Helena. They want to date Derek. But bitch, guess what? This is girl. You can't get one without the other. You can't get this bitch without that nigga, honey. That's how that works. Okay. So we've asked this question on the show before, as far as dating is concerned. What would you consider your, just put it out there? I don't care how outlandish it is. how crazy it may sound to somebody else, but what would be your perfect date? Your perfect date, meaning perfect to you and the person that you're taking out. When I say perfect date, that's a good thing. So you're more into dating exclusively. Yeah, and that dating exclusively is a good thing, and that's a young lady right there. She said she wants to date exclusively, honey. I said, all right, girl, do your thing. Yeah, I'm trying to scoot this thing over so I won't be. Oh, don't burn. I don't want my lights to burn up. Burn up. Oh, girl. I don't want the lights to burn my tool, honey. Didn't you? Oh, girl, come over here. I got this fan on over here, honey, because it's kind of hot there. When you got on all this Grecian curry on, honey, that's the tutu that I'm trying to finish up. Say, dating is in the alphabet community is equivalent to fucking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Folks believe or at least treat the experience as if it is treat experience as it is spent X amount of dollars. Then yeah, yeah, and you are so right. That's how they treat dating right now. Yeah, it is to yeah. I wouldn't try to do that either. Y'all so jealous of all this beautiness. You and your mama. Hey girl. So yeah, it's I don't know. Well, what she said, Meech, was she know how, but her, she know how to date, and like she said, she can only date exclusively. She don't know how to date multiple people at one time. You know what? You get on my nerves. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can date people that you never have sex with, but okay, all right, okay. And my daughter, she's just so nice. Any date that I'm getting lucky at the end of is a perfect date. Girl, shut the hell up. She take after her mother. I got work, I got class, sometimes no time to go and eat, just run me. Ooh! Yeah, yeah, that's for those who work hard. For those who work hard. Well, some of my dates are just sex dates, child. You call them, but I guess that's what we call them in our community. But yeah, some of my dates. I mean, I just have some people that don't think they're good for is a good. Yeah, that thing. I gotta watch what they say because honey, they might mute a bitch. Y'all remember these cops glasses? Hey, bitches, yeah. And then some of y'all be sitting there faking the phone. Some people are just good to be intimate with, and I mean, have sex, and that's all they're good for. They can't hold conversation. They don't know how to do nothing but give that good. Okay. Y'all gonna stop playing with me, but it is true, honey. It is. I mean, let's keep it real. Everybody's not into dating exclusively. Yeah, I mean, yeah, most definitely. I mean, I mean, when you're dating, I mean, depending on who you are and where you are, when you're dating somebody and you want to know them, some people do hold out on the sex because you want this thing to you want the sex to be a little bit more than just the sex. I mean, don't get me wrong, good sex is good sex, bitch. But okay, but yeah, I see. I like that you a nice walk in. Well, not right now. Most people ain't walking in the park because all these motherfuckers out here scared of cicadas, honey. So or cicadas or whatever that you call them things, child. But you be seeing these children on Facebook. They be child. You would think it was it was the y'all remember the movie The Bird. That's what you would think. Child, I see so many people running across. I was like, well, girl, if that goddamn cicada got you running across the street, bitch, I would tell you one thing. I would advise you to look before you run. Because them motherfuckers driving don't know you running from those cicada or whatever that you call them. Oh, you're sex too good to be just giving it away to anybody. All right, now that's my child, Artie. That she takes after me, Artie. We got that good. Okay, look at her last name. Okay, all right, okay. But no, but I don't like I said, I'm not dating. I'm not. I'm most definitely not opposed to dating. I most definitely would like to find somebody that I can date. Well, yeah, she said. See, her thing is, she said she dates exclusively for the sake of she can't. She's not even trying to juggle multiple people and all that at one time, which is understandable. No, girl, that's like I say, bitch, stay in your lane, honey. You know your lane better than I know my lane, bitch. But I tell you one thing: if you stay in your lane and I stay in my lane, it's gonna be impossible for us to get in an accident. Okay. And then you gotta, and then you got dating is just so complex because then you gotta think if you want to, some people just want to date short term and some people want to date long term. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hey, I'm Coach Vince. How are you? So I don't know. Dating is just so complex and like me said in the alphabet children community, um when you, I mean, let's keep it real. In our community, honey, when you say you going on, somebody say you got a date, that means you fucking. Period. I mean, I'm not saying all of them, but that's how most of them think in the with the alphabet children. I date, but I put the person on probation and watch their words to see if their words match their actions and patterns. If not, I cut them off. Okay, daddy. Oh, wow. All the way from DC, we got Detroit in the house. We got the ATL in the house. We got Glen Burnie, Maryland in the house. We got everybody in the house. And I think that as I call it homework. You just can't. Me myself, I'm just not gonna meet somebody on Monday and say, okay, bitch, let's start dating tomorrow, girl. No, and I'm not that person to meet you on Monday. Hey, Sharon, I'm not that person to meet you on Monday and be hollering about, hey, boo, girl. You got to earn the right for me to call you boo. Sorry, right church, wrong shoe. Yeah, they be like. I'm like, girl, just 20 minutes ago, your boo was John. Now your damn boo Mike. Make up your mind, girl. What you doing? So yeah, I don't like I say, dating have so many. So what to you guys? What would be a perfect not that's perfect to you and the person you take? What would be a perfect or a good date for you? Montree said, nice quiet walk in the park and good conversation. That's a cute date. What's a cute date for you, Brandon? I mean, could be cooking dinner for somebody. To me, I'm just diverse. I mean, I would like you to take me to a play or take me to a concert or can't say walk down at the Baltimore Inner Harbor because that water down there is foul, honey. That water down there will make you want to slap your mama. That's just how foul it is. Um, but like that, I'll go. Well, I don't do too many parks up here because a lot of our parks have been overrun by the children, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, I think it was, even though you can't get it at night, just the state parks like Sandy Point State Park. Um, Girl, what is you doing? I don't know what is all this giving, honey. Yeah, so what would I mean? I don't know. Maybe me cooking for somebody, listening to some nice music. They having their wine. We having my either Mountain Dew or Pepsi. Having good conversation. Watching, see, for me it'd be different because I mean, a good day for me we could be watching a good movie, listening to some music. Um, I guess yeah, that's what I would have to do the National Harbor because honey, this harbor down here, um, I don't gamble. I mean, I'll go to the casino with you. So if you somebody that gambles a lot, I'm not the person for you. Yeah, and that's Okay, Miss, no, okay, you in the building. Okay, whatever. Okay, they be trying me, honey, because I be coming on that show clowning them. Okay, milk chocolate lavender's in the building. Okay, all right, honey, chocolate with a lavender hint. Okay, whatever. Okay, um, yeah, Eric, I think you should base your first few dates on activities that both people enjoy. If you can find activities that you guys enjoy in common, that'd be good. And then later on, maybe you can show one of your friends um show them some of the things you like. I'm attracted to consistency. A good dinner with great conversation is a good date to start. All right, Brandon. Okay. So when we going on? Let me stop. you know, we're going to the casino when you come here. Yeah, I'm gonna take my $20 in the casino, and once it's gone, girl, child, it's gone. Yeah, that's cute. A coffee date because it's really, really not that long. Or some people fail to realize that it's a coffee date and they try to throw all these goddamn girl. The coffee date is only gonna be like a half an hour. You can't ask the man 9,000 damn questions, honey. You gotta give him time. Coffee date. Ask him a couple of questions. Are you married? That sort of shit. Cause girl, y'all be dating people. You guys should be dating people. Then 2 years down the line, you find out you just found. Girl, I don't know what you doing, but I do my own work, bitch. I need to know. Are you married? You got children? Cause I got children. I'm not married though. Yeah, a coffee date is a good date. A good first date. I know. Well, y'all will have to have a tea date, or I don't know. I don't know how it is. Girl, shut the hell up. I don't understand it. It's not easy being me, bitch. But I'm here and I'm looking fabulous. Honey, okay? Um, that's that girl. That's a whole that. I you know I. Mm, only thing that scares me about that is I know sometimes people do. Okay, I was ready to kick your ass. The only thing scares me about people who date married men is that in the end, you're not the girl. I don't know. That's a whole another subject of um. Well, yeah, we can ask that. What are y'all opinion? What are y'all? That's what I'm gonna ask. Still talk about dating. And I don't even, I'm like, well, do you call it dating? If you're messing around with a married person and y'all sneaking and hicking and hacking or hooking or whatever the case may be, do y'all consider that dating? Oh, now that's a good question. Now, not knowing that the man or the woman is married and y'all, set up, this we want to go out, whatever, is one thing. But knowing when you meet this person that this person, this sad person, is married. Do you call it dating a married person or fucking a married? I don't chat those. But first of all, there's no until you get those papers, honey. There's no future for y'all. None. I don't know. The man or the woman, might pull that world famous line. Um, I'm getting a divorce, girl. I don't know about you, but me myself, I will probably have to say, okay, well, once you get that divorce and them papers together, maybe dating a married person normally is not a real date to me. Y'all fucking around, period. Yeah, there is not dating. That is not dating. That is tipping and dipping. And that's that's why we have these motherfucking shows on it. Because I me myself, Hardy, personally, I don't think it is either. Because no, so girl, y'all tipping, dipping, licking and slicking, and I don't know. I just me personally, I just get so scared of that because I'm thinking. If you do that and you find that person that you really fall in love with and blah 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 blah, and then bitch the tables turned on you. You know, boy, you better get off of my show. I change my identity when I'm dating multiple people. I put on a toupee and look like Uncle Phil on your ass. You know what? I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. I would not. But child, I could look like Uncle Phil too. I have to put on a fat man's body, but I could look like Uncle Phil too. But I have to know. No, I just no. I agree with you, Phil. I mean, I'm Phil. He got me saying Uncle Phil. I agree with you, Meech, and I agree with you, Eric. If it that no, how there's no way possible in my book that you could even begin to contemplate um calling that dating. And this is just me because okay. Not Uncle Phil, stop it. You turning me on. He was so lovely. Oh child, Uncle Phil. Oh girl, y'all not gonna do it up in here, honey. Okay, okay. But no, oh, he said no. I don't know because and the reason why I won't change my identity when I'm dating multiple people because I've never done it before anyway. So, and the reason why I wouldn't because anybody that I'm dating multiple people. They know that I'm not dating you exclusively. So they're meaning that I will, have other people I'm dating, and I tell you that because I don't want you to act like no asshole. If you see me walking down the street with John, and no, we're not gonna do all that. No, so so no, I'm not um doing multiple. I have two. Okay, and just like I said, and dating for me, even if a guy wants to date Derek, wants to date, the whole package, dating for me is not going to one of my shows. That's not a date, and I'm explaining to you why. Because I'm there to work. I don't have the time to spend with you like we're really on a date because I'm working and that more than likely I'm performing and emceeing or whatever the case may be. So if anybody even asks me that, I would like, no, you're welcome. You're welcome to come to any show that I have, but it's not now, nor will it ever be a date. There you go. I'm not doing it, girl. So no date. If you ever want to go on a date with me, don't ever think or even contemplate thinking that you going on a date with me is you going to a show. No, that's me working. Now, if you want to come to a show and support and get my little money gun and make it rain on me, honey, okay, we can do it, but it won't be a date. I wouldn't, you know what? I wouldn't even. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't even want to go on a date with you to a drag show, even if I wasn't performing. No, I want you to I would want you to know that there's much more to me than just Helena. You know what I'm saying? Get an opportunity to know me as a person. You know, that's where I'm at with that. So, yeah. So yeah, I agree. Like I said, I agree with Meech. I agree with my little brother Eric. And I mean, you can halfway call it dating, especially if you're dating somebody and you don't know that they're married. I mean, because you think you're dating them, you don't know they're married. So I can't. No, I don't want to date nobody married. I don't be no. I don't, girl. You girls and these guys with these damn side six syndrome. One of the things we must make clear in is that dating multiple people does not mean hoeing. Please say that again. Single people may have options, and one person may not be available, so you have someone else you'd like to spend some time. And that's what I need y'all to realize. Just because a person is dating multiple people, let's get this right. Let's get this right first and foremost. Just because a person is dating multiple people doesn't mean that he's fucking or she is fucking multiple people. A person can be dating multiple people and not having sex with any of them. Let's get it together, children. They can. And that's very possible. So y'all stop throwing that word around, um, that word hoe around like everybody does it. No, there are people who can date multiple people, and they can date multiple people and they not having sex with none of them. So it's very possible that you can date multiple people and you not hoeing. Thank you. That is hoeing when you're putting out to everyone that you're dating. That's hoeing, honey. Dating non-exclusively is not hoeing unless you give up the goods, baby. To everybody that you. I don't even consider hoeing if you're dating five people and you're only banging one of them out. That's not hoeing to me, honey. But if you're dating 5 or 6 people, yeah. Then you if you dating 5 or 6 people and you getting busy with all of them, yeah, okay. But it's nothing nobody can say because you told everybody at the beginning that you're not dating exclusively and you're dating multiple people. So if you tell them all that at the beginning, I'm dating multiple people and I'm having sex with some of the multiple. Okay, bitch, tell the truth and shame the devil, honey. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Wrote the start of my baby said, if the person who asked you on a date was rich, would you do a traveling date like to Jamaica for authentic Jamaican food and then to Puerto Rico to learn how to salsa? I don't know, girl. I don't know. Girl, I gotta be careful about shit. This motherfucker might want to take me to Jamaica to kill my ass, girl. I no, girl. I don't know. I probably would. Now we got to now. I'll put you like this. I probably wouldn't if it was just me and that person went. But the kind of person that I am, if you were rich and you all this and all that, I would say, look, I can go, but I got to carry multiple people with me. Shit, he might kill all of us. Shit. Okay. But anyway, no, I couldn't. Also, we must realize most folk don't realize they are on a date because if you don't see them as a possible romantic interest, the platonic time is never seen as a date. Yeah, yeah. But it is dating is so damn complex now. It's pitiful. And we're all, even my age, we're all blessed, my generation, we're blessed that we wasn't in a generation when dating was whoever your damn mother father picked for you to date, and that was who you was going to date because they made provisions before you was born. My first son is going to marry your first, all that kind of shit. Girl, if I was living during that time, we would have a little slight problem. And you know what that problem would be? You set me up with my wife even before the hell I was born. So no. Mm-mm. And like I say, when you date multiple people, you have the opportunity. Some people you're gonna date because you know they don't have the whole package, but they have some things that you like, and it is what it is. Um, but when you find that person that's willing and able to that y'all can be everything that y'all need to be with each other, that's a wonderful thing. I know that's gonna happen to me. I know that's gonna happen to Miss Motherfucking her later. Yes, yes. But in the meantime, in between motherfucking time, honey, we gonna do what we do, okay? Well, what we about ready to do is we're gonna take this commercial break. I'm gonna come back and give you this reveal because that's a part of the show. But I'm gonna give you the reveal before we take this commercial break, okay? All right, y'all ready for the reveal? All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all see my bra strap. I see it too. Here's the reveal, ladies. Okay, a little something, something. Here we go. Ooh. Mother's in the building. I know you see my bra straps. It's okay. I'm still sexy. Okay, this is a little tutu that I'm making for a client. They're in a social organization. They're having this big event on Friday, and I'm making their tutus. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, now don't get me wrong. Everybody have their limits. I mean, don't be dating like 30 goddamn people at one time, honey. I mean, I think me, and this is just me, and it's my opinion. I know y'all see my bra straps, honey. It's okay. Y'all know I can need something to hold these girls up. I gotta be careful with that. I did that one night on Beagle, bitch, and they suspended me. I say, girl, ooh. I don't even use the same name when I date. When I'm, oh, I think, what I. I love you, but see, shit like that scares me, honey. Honey. No, bitch. We not dating, and no, I can't. No. Now, I will tell you this. Excuse me. If I'm dating, call it what you want. If I'm dating somebody, I'm getting with somebody, and it's just no, I don't even do it then. And if it's just really I don't know. I just feel I have to. It's kind of hard for me to not use my name because most people know the Helena side of me. But yeah, I most definitely I want y'all to see my boob. I most definitely use my name, but it's a lot of people in the alphabet community who that don't that have aliases. I mean, a lot of them. Trust me. Meech can tell you, can't you, Meech? A lot of these children in the alphabet community, they have aliases. I mean, one day they're named Rico, the next day Jesus have mercy. Good God from Zion. And it's sad because that could. I mean, God for y'all know something. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a commercial break after I figure out I gotta do something. We're gonna take this commercial break. And we're gonna be right back. Uncle Shy, I'm trying to tell you. We're gonna take this commercial break and we'll be back.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Behind the Blue Curtain, Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. Unscripted talk on police reform and race relations.
And now, Behind the Blue Curtain's law enforcement liaison, retired 32-year Chicago police veteran, homicide detective, former commander, sergeant, grant writer, lecturer, and adjunct professor, Joseph J. Mosley.
Behind the Blue Curtain's Minister of Common Sense, former 12-year Fort Worth police officer, educator, voice of reason, and unapologetic practitioner of sound judgment, the young scholar, LaRonda Young.
Behind the Blue Curtain's co-host, fact checker, and investigative journalist is Isidoro Rodriguez.
Turn it down, little girl. All right, welcome back to Hey Bitches. You know I'm that original Hey Bitch herself, honey. Oh, oh. Wait a minute, we're gonna get into this, honey. You know, he said he don't even use the same name. That's I've never. Well, we're gonna talk about that on the whole night. Okay. When I meet someone, I give them my nickname, and if we hit it off and start dating exclusively, I give them my. Well, yeah, but I'm more apt to do that because most people in my male persona, I used to tell most people my name is Rick, which is cool because my male name is Derek, and they kind of like go go. We're talking about dating, Gabby. If people date exclusively, or how do people date? Aliases and initials JB, Cat Daddy, Big Jim, and all sorts of bull. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. I mean, I don't use an alias. I use my nickname. I use a name that most people call me. I don't go out one day I'm Rick, the next day I'm Jim, the next day I'm Bob, the next day I'm no I and then that shit can get you confused, honey. I just use mostly I just use Rick as my name. You know, if I'm going on a date with somebody, and usually I have certain requirements when I'm dating. I don't like first dates. I don't like to go. I most definitely, and then maybe it's just me. I most definitely don't like to go to their home. I mean, I don't think I don't I don't feel comfortable going to somebody's home for the first time. And I think about it, I say, well, you know what, bitch, maybe somebody don't feel comfortable coming to your home for the first time either. I know Hispanics in general still use Rico. Yeah, but I'm talking about, yeah, for their nickname. But I'm talking about you going on a date and you using a whole a entirely different alias that has nothing. That's no don't even you know how you could call like you call Richard Dick. I never could understand that. How in the hell? R-I-C. How do you? Please explain to me how do you get Dick out of Richard? I never did. I never could understand. I can understand how you get Rick out of Derek. I can understand how you get Bob out of Robert. I understand how you can get Mike out of Michael. I can understand how you get John out of Jonathan. But for the life of me, I've never. Somebody please tell me how did they come up? How did they get Dick out of Richard? No, I just think if I'm dealing with you and you whether we dating on first date or whatever, and you just start off with all these damn aliases and things of that nature, it's not gonna work out too good for us. Trust me when I tell you, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out too good for us at all in any way, shape, or form. Listen to what I'm telling you. But ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between, if someone about them turns me off right away, I just give them a name. Well, yeah, even if the date don't go right, I'm more apt to give them just Rick, and I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna do the alias thing because my mindset, if you give me a fake name that don't even have anything or even close to resembling your name, then it's not gonna work for us because I feel as though that you're lying. So that doesn't work too good for me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, I tried to hold this to hold this off because I wanted us to at least have an hour to talk about this next subject that I want to talk to you guys about. And it's going to be a deep subject. Whew. Definitely, if I'm not interested in the date we're on, you might get a name like, you know what, Hugh, I'm gonna hurt you. I am gonna seriously hurt you. Yeah, I love you, but I'm gonna hurt you. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, what are you doing, little girl? Please leave my sit down. This next subject we're gonna talk about, we're gonna take a couple of commercial breaks because I really need y'all to think about what we're ready to talk about, and we're gonna go deep into this conversation because me personally, I think a lot of times we talk about it and we just skim over it. And don't pay him no mind, Gabby. That's my little brother. He get on. Don't listen to me, Gabby. Whenever you come in this room, honey, don't laugh at my little brother Hugh, my little brother Eric, or my Bristol Meach. Don't you laugh at them fools. I'm glad Big Red ain't up in here. Then I really have to put his ass on punishment. But no, what I want to talk about, guys, and I'm gonna take a commercial break after this to give you guys time to think about it, and it's near and dear to my heart, and it's a subject that I think that we sometimes it's a subject that I think we sometimes pussyfoot around, and you know nobody wants to talk about it, or when people want to talk about it, nobody wants to really get into it. They say their little whatever whatever, and then they leave it at that. But I'm like, yo, we have to really 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 get into this subject because this subject is very very important to us. Period. The heterosexual community, the ABC children, everybody. It's a subject that needs to be talked about and needs to be talked about on a regular. And this is, yeah, what child? Child, don't pay him. I told you, do not pay him any mind whatsoever. Oh, well, this subject that she said pussyfoot and Gabby, you becoming the subject that we're going to talk about after a couple of commercials is this, and I want to get into it kind of deep. We're going to talk about domestic violence. Okay? On Hey Bitches Live with your girl, Helena Hologram. We'll be back after these commercials that's coming up just for you. Okay?
We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today?
Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my T-Sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish the tea. And you're dishing darlings with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
All right, honey, that thing was doing it.
Nikki.
Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Nikki. Nikki.
This is the Nighthawk Network. Our voices for our people. Nighthawk Network. Nighthawk Network presents Pastor Sean Love. Pastor Sean Love, devoted father and husband, a residing pastor at the River Rouge Bible Assembly in River Rouge, Michigan. Join him as he gives us messages from God's Word, Bible study, and encouragement. You can find him on YouTube under Sean Love.
All right. Welcome back to Hey Bitches Live. I'm your host, the original Hey Bitches herself, honey, often imitated, never duplicated, the one and only Miss Helena, motherfucking hologram. How to get into it? Okay. Yes, my loves, my loves, my loves, my love. For this last 45, 50 minutes, may go even longer, we're going to talk about domestic violence, okay? We're going to get into it. Get into it as much as we possibly can. And then what I'm going to do at this time, I'm going to read something. An act of domestic violence is an act of violence that occur. Listen to it, but I want y'all to listen to this, which makes it so deep. An act of violence that occur between people who have or had an intimate relationship in a domestic setting, and that's the thing that gets me. But anyway, we can go into it. Those acts include physical, sexual, emotional, psychological abuse. So, the hardest to detect is emotional abuse, which is often coexists with other forms of abuse. Yes, it is, and and the thing about it, Eric, is that it is such a serious problem in this country, and um, maybe Meech can attest to this, but recently, I'm saying maybe the last 10 years, if that long, the police departments are finally, come on here, somebody, finally paying attention to LBGTQRSD, or domestic violence, because one time when they occurred on domestic violence cases, especially if it was men on men, they were like, oh well, suck it up, that sort of thing. Yes, and domestic violence, you do consider family abuse as domestic violence as well, Gabby. Oftentimes, the victim is ignored and not listened to until the actions of their attacker has become too much to, and that especially when there are visible signs that the person has been abused. And I like I said, I know within maybe the last 10 years, they maybe not even been that long, they have just recently started paying attention to domestic abuse in the LB in the LBGTQRSTUV in the alphabet children community. I know it might have even been a shorter time than that, but I do know that they have just recently been paying attention to domestic violence um, in the alphabet community. There has been an increase of violence in heterosexual and homosexual relationships, and you know what? And those rates have gone up drastically, drastically. My main issue is don't fuck with my mother or we got problems. Yeah, and and a lot of that coincides, Gabby, because a lot of young boys and a lot of young girls, are in the space where their mother, and let's keep it real, y'all. You can't talk about domestic violence. Their mother and or their father, come on here, somebody, is being abused, and no matter how young a child is, most children, child, you can do whatever. Most children will be like, you can do whatever you want to my father. My father can handle his own, but you will not do anything. And then the children get involved, and then it becomes the stepfather or the man in the relationship or whatever becomes violent, and the children want to help their mother, and then and that turns into family violence because then the father begins to beat the son or the daughter. So let me tell y'all something, and I say this often, and I want you guys, it's certain things that I ask you guys to take it upon yourself and look into, certain documentaries or certain movies. Now, what I will say to you is take time out, whether you Google it or whatever, and I need you to watch this movie. It's called The Burning Bed, starring Farrah Fawcett. Look at that movie, and I guarantee you have a different insight on domestic violence, because the thing that bothers me the most is that when domestic violence cases occur, people are so quick to say, "Oh, girl, you dumb," or "Oh, boy, you dumb. I would leave, and I don't know why you staying there." But listen, honey, everybody is not in it. Come on, here, somebody. We're gonna keep it real. Everybody's not in a domestic violence situation, unfortunately, where they can leave. Some of these men or some of these women have had them and you know what, that movie was when people realized that after a while, when people have been abused so much that they fucking snap. And honey, when I tell you she snaps, watch the movie. It would turn it down a little bit more. I should not hear that. um she snapped. Yeah, she burned the whole mouth. And it was so difficult. Well, I'm not going to tell you the movie, because then you're not going to want to watch it. You can also cite the movie Enough, starring Jennifer Yeah, yeah, yeah. Watch Enough. Yeah, I'm telling y'all. When you're in relationships or whatever, and then the man say things like, not even the man, the woman, to say things like, "If you leave, I'm gonna kill the children," blah blah. Then come on, and then some of these people have so much control over you where they rip away your self-esteem. You don't work nowhere. You can't survive with them. You never learn how to budget money. I mean, they get you. Listen to what I'm telling you, honey. I really should do, because I'm ready to beat her ass. We had a young lady at my job who was being physically abused by her boyfriend. It was so sad to see her with black eyes and choke marks around her neck. The worst part was she kept going back to him. And that's really sad, but none of us knows why why she went back to him. I've had a conversation with someone recently, understands now why I am a hard ass in general, because I don't let people in friends, associates, etc. I was brought up in a Marine family, so it isn't easy when you have a servant. Well, no, and it's not easy growing up in a military family, but you also have to realize that it's also not easy for people who are growing up and they felt the abuse. They may not have been physically abused, but mentally just sit there and watch your mother or your father. You don't know, keep it real. Watching them get the shit beat out of them. There's no way possible you're going to tell me that that's not going to affect the child mentally. And the sad part about it is, some little boys grow up thinking, watching their father constantly beat on their mother, they think that's the norm. No, it's not the norm. I mean, I grew up in a household where my father was violent. I ain't gonna lie to you, he was violent as shit. But I made up in my mind that I wasn't gonna be that man. I wasn't gonna be that person. Even down to us, we need to learn how to um, break the generational curse of abuse. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to stop it. You can't. I mean, just because you've seen it, I mean, you at a certain age, you know what's right and you know what the hell is wrong. Um, but then, society's um, um, look on things is different from ours sometimes, especially when your siblings don't understand when they are young. Yeah, and that's the family dynamics that comes along. Come on here, somebody. The family dynamics that comes along with domestic abuse is so far and so deep, and and then that gets into Whole family shutting down, and nobody's talking about what's going on. Everybody's seeing it, but nobody's talking about it. I remember an incident years ago when something, um, you know, I knew an incident years ago where a child was abused by his father, but you know, back in the day, parents just or telling you fell off the bunk bed, or that kind of shit. I'm sorry, domestic violence is not something that families should keep a secret. No, keeping things a secret is not allowing things to grow. You're stifling things. Keeping things a secret is not good mentally, physically, or emotionally, or spiritually for individually, and it's not good for a family setting because it's not a good thing. Okay, let's do this. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to here are the top 10 states with the highest rates of domestic violence. Check this out, y'all. Top 10 states. As of 2021, top 10 states. Oklahoma, about 49.1% of Oklahoma women and 40.70% of Oklahoma, listen to me now, men experience domestic violence in their lifetime, including intimate partner physical violence, intimate partner rape, or intimate partner stalking. Ooh, that's ooh, child. Number two, Kentucky. Kentucky has the highest domestic violence statistics in the United States with 45.3% of women and 35.5% of men having experienced domestic violence. In a single day in 2019, Kentucky domestic violence. Little girl, you can't sing. I can hear you. Shut the hell up. Excuse me, y'all. Domestic violence in a single day in 2019 served 1,420 adults and children survivors, while another 128 requests went unmet due to lack of resources. Kentucky also ranks 11th in the U.S., which is internationally killing of women or girls because they are female. Wow, that was deep. There are certain people in a family that everyone respects, and unfortunately, my grandfather or my mother's side, everyone respected and no one fucks with because they knew better. Oh, well, all right. Number three is Missouri. Would never have guessed that. Number four is Nevada. Number five is Arizona. This is this is okay. Let me go. We got Oklahoma, Iowa, Kentucky, North Carolina, Nevada, Alaska, Arizona, Washington, Idaho, and Missouri. Those are the top 10 states with the highest domestic violence rate. No, I'm good. So, right, all right. Now check this out, y'all. Domestic violence in the LBG community is as high or higher than the general population. Um, which it didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me didn't surprise me at all. People are not likely to experience family violence, but less likely to recognize. People are in family violence. People are less likely to recognize, report, or receive appropriate support in the family violence, and that's what we was talking about, Gabby, with the family violence, because the family they just keep it so. They keep it so secret, and I guess we all know that most definitely. Um, um, in family violence, nobody reported, and children go on and on and on. And now, since CPS has finally done their job, because they've allowed hundreds and hundreds of children to lives be taken away from them because they didn't pay the child abuse. They didn't pay no serious attention. And it doesn't surprise me. It's a major problem for women in the African American community. Domestic violence, heterosexual women is 35%. Women between the ages of 18 and 24, teens between the ages 11 and 17, and people between the 18 and 24 and 25 and 34 generally experience the highest rate in intimate partner violence. Listen to that. Heterosexual women, 35% between the ages of 18 and 34, teens between the ages of 11 and teen now, between the ages of 11 and 17, and 18 to 24, 25 to 34 generally experience the highest rate of intimate partner violence. And listen to what I'm saying. Less than 1% of them reported. Sometimes you hate someone that wasn't be, and and I'm gonna piggyback off of that, Gab. And and we can't always say that everybody don't want help. A lot of people want help, but they're fearful of the consequences behind them getting help. I.e., you have a mother with children. She has nowhere to go. I mean, house or roof, whatever case may be. But even taking the risk of thinking, the man thinking that you're going to leave, I don't know, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, you use that as an example. Sometimes people use money against you. Like, use the Tina Turner story. You know what I'm saying? When she was ready to leave, her own mother told the damn man where she was at. You know what I'm saying? I and Gabby, we don't agree that often, Dottie, because look at me up there. No, but I think everyone in some shape or form has been abused, whether it been mentally, physically, verbally, psychologically. Now to what extent do they want to call it abuse? I don't know, but I agree with you, Gabby, that I feel everyone in some way, shape, or form has been abused at least once in their life. And when you think about domestic violence, you also think about being sexually, how some people are sexually assaulted in the workplace, which has been there. That happened to me before. But anyway, it's not always easy to talk about. I know as far as the alphabet children, I know when I went through my incident with the workplace, the most devastating part to me was I mean, other than family and friends, but it's not something that you want to share with everybody. I didn't I really didn't have anybody to talk to, and I tried to call multiple hotlines, whatever. I called hotlines, and they was like, well, we don't deal with um yes, it does. It does. It because they were saying, well, we don't have any people to talk to you. We're only used to men on women or women on men, and it kind of like blew me. It blew me because I was like, wow. So if a young LBGT child is going through an intimate partner domestic violence thing, are going through um, sexual assault in the workplace, who do they call? I mean, they may have lines now, but let me tell you, I almost had a panic attack and some motion. Let me tell you, that was one of the most worst experience in my life that happened to me. But I had nobody besides my son James. He was here for me. I'm gonna tell you, he was here for me. Um, Nobody to talk to, and those hotlines and those 1-800 numbers are very needed. And when you're going through this, you don't necessarily want to talk to somebody who's that sometimes I don't know. I just think that there should be some sort of most definitely domestic violence hotline for heterosexual and same gender loving people as well. It is, and we sit back and we have to, and low brother, that besides that, along with my 45 days has been two of the most traumatic experiences in my life, and that's why I'm trying to fight so hard for to get these hotlines together for sexual assault in the workplace, whether it's male or male, male on female, or female on male. I want to get something done, about that. I also want to get, because sometimes domestic violence come and then people will take it upon themselves to take out exportase and protection orders on you, and they try to be the victim, and all at the same time you're actually the victim, but you're the one. Yeah, it can be stressful because you don't want to talk to no one about it, or sometimes people don't want to listen to you. And let me tell you something, honey. Listen to experience here, and this is from somebody who's 55 years old, been around the sun 55 times. Listen to experience. Everything that you go through is not meant for everybody to know. Now, praise be to God, when I was going through what I was going through, I did have God to turn to, and I had my son. A lot of people didn't know it because I felt, I really felt, I felt kind of sort of dirty, and, was kind of thinking, what did I do, to make this happen to me? And um, I talked to my social worker, who I love to life. And she was like, if you sit up here one more time and blame yourself, and it's disheartening. By me going through that, I can see and even understand why some people won't say anything. And it's all because of what's going to happen, because I know I had mentioned it to the man who was in charge of the I'll call it organization. And it did, Gabby. It really did. And what he said to me was, when I brought this to his attention, what he said to me was, not, I'm sorry to hear that. I feel sorry for you. I apologize, blah, blah, blah. His first statement was to me, oh, well, so are you telling me I'm lying? And at this particular point in time, I don't give a fuck what he hasn't done before. I'm telling you what he did this go around. What happened before me ain't got shit to do with me. But what I'm telling you is that this is a fact and this happened. And for you to sit up there and say that he's never done that before, that was a slap in my goddamn girl. Let me tell you. And then, thanking God that I'm a strong-willed person and God has blessed me. But just think, if that was somebody else and it wasn't me, somebody of authority and somebody over top of this person saying something like that to you. I'm like, bitch, what that you? That's exactly, I must be hearing things. This bitch just say to me that he's never done this before. Okay, you tried it. So like I said, I want you guys to take time, do me a favor, work with me on some of the things that I want to do. Like I said, I want to work hard on these protection orders, and people getting falsely accused and spending time in jail, taking time away from their life. I want to get into making sure that there's avenues for domestic violence on all levels. I don't care if it's heterosexual domestic violence. I don't care if it's woman on woman. I don't care if it's man on woman. I don't care if it's woman on man. I mean, we need avenues and a safety net that people can know without a shadow of a doubt. They can go here, there, and their identity and where they are. It's a lot. It's when I tell you it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, I just want us to most definitely I want us to most definitely take this domestic violence um aspect of aspect. I mean, all aspects of it to take it serious. And just think of all the people that we've lost through domestic violence by no help from the police. And I pray for those families of those people. Um, and even down to domestic violence. Let's check this out for a minute. Even down to domestic violence. Do you know how hard it is for wives and husbands of police officers to be abused, and then the good old boys will cover it up, and it's like I don't, I y'all, what can we do? What can we do to hopefully or attempt to or try to make a difference? Because like Eric said, that now since the pandemic, um, domestic violence cases have soared. I mean, when I say soared, I mean they have soared, and it's not and it's not a good thing. Domestic violence support the National Domestic Violence Hotline, a pandemic within a pandemic. Intimate partner violence during COVID-19 2020, a pandemic within a pandemic. Stay-at-home orders imposed during the COVID-19 has left many victims of intimate partner violence trapped with their abusers and unable to safely connect to service. I mean, think of it on that aspect. I mean, even the people who are home with their partners or their intimate partner, and you know the domestic violence is going on, and they can't do anything. So this pandemic has taken domestic violence to a whole another level, and that's it. Ain't gonna lie, y'all guys, it bothers me to no end, and I'm just tired of people being hurt and lives being taken. And it's just too much. I think this country and these laws need to be fitting and I've even known people who have faked that. Let's keep it real. I even know people who fake domestic violence charges, like they did something to themselves and then ended up blaming it on their partner. And it's like domestic violence and family violence is so entailed and so in depth. Like I say, you guys, when you get a chance, watch The Burning Bed. And if you don't want to watch something that old, because Burning Bed is kind of old, you can watch Enough with Jennifer Lopez, and it will give you a different insight and make you believe that, make you begin to understand that some people don't leave because some people basically don't leave because they can't leave. It's not that they don't want to. It's just that circumstances, situations, financial status, whatever. That some people can't leave. Some people hide it from their parents and their brothers and their sisters. You know, um, Domestic violence is something I think we as a country need to take a whole lot more serious. We need to put more resources into it. We need to put more resources into intimate partner violence in the LGBT community, the heterosexual community. It's the resources need to be there, and those resources, in my opinion, is going to be the thing that is going to save some people's lives because one life, listen to me, one life lost due to domestic violence is one life too many. We're going to take this commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to close out. I thank all you guys for being here. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. We're going to take this commercial break. We're going to come back with my closing remarks for Hey Bitches Live with your girl, Helena Hologram. Okay, what's going on?
Come on now. Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that David Ford. Right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford. That's his name. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Yes. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Welcome back to Hey Bitches Live with your host, often imitated, never duplicated, the original Hey Bitches herself, honey, Miss Helena Hologram. All right, all right, all right. Yes, honey. So we want to thank you all for tonight. Again, always got to give out my shout outs to my sponsors, Nighthawk Network, Eric Butner, and my newest sponsor, Washington Consulting Group. Gabby, you got any things coming up? We're going to go over that again on June the 19th. I will be at Mixers at 9 o'clock. There's no cover. There's also a late night show, if I'm not mistaken, on the 19th too at Gaspy's. And that starts at 11 o'clock. June the 26th, I'll be in Annapolis, Maryland for the brunch, 11:30, showtime, 12 o'clock. And June the 27th, I'll be in Washington, D.C. at the Chateau Remix. Showtime is from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. You guys can look at on my page. You will be able to see all of the upcoming events. And like I said to all my listeners and viewers, if you guys in the Baltimore area, the DMV area, and you have events or things that's coming up, inbox me so I can announce them for you and put them out there so everybody can know about it. And like I said before, happy Pride Month. I do thank you for enjoying the conversation on dating and domestic violence. But what I will say to you is, let me get the date right. I got some good news for you guys. And this is actually going to be a double whammy. This is going to be a double whammy because no, I don't want that. Because as of, let me see, my Hey Bitches Live in personal fashion guru, honey. I really say, wait a minute, honey, these dates are all mixed up. My personal my personal fashion guru here to the Hey Bitches Live, Miss Sally DeMarco. She will be here on Monday, June the 28th, which is the last Monday of the month, which is also will be the show where every fourth Monday of the month I will be having a co-host, which will be my daughter, Miss Tania Lachey. Every fourth Monday of the month on Hey Bitches Live, I will have a co-host, Miss Tania Lachey, my daughter. You guys met her when we did Hey Jamal, what's going on? That was our wonderful DJ on Thursday, Mr. Jamal. That man, if you need a DJ, hit him up on Facebook. The man do what he do, and he do it well. He did his thing on last Thursday. He left out a lot later than I did, but we're gonna praise God for that. So, like I said, on the 19th, I'll be at Mixers at 9 o'clock. Sometimes at 9 o'clock, 6037 Bel Air Road. I do know also on that night, if I'm not mistaken, at Gatsby's, they're having something that starts at 11. I think the drag portion of it starts at 12 o'clock. You're so welcome. So those are on the 19th. Like I said, on the 26th of June, I will be in Annapolis, Maryland, for this wonderful brunch for a candidate who's running for the alderman of the third ward. I say the third word, the third ward in Annapolis. Canoe Smith Brown. He's running for office in Annapolis on Saturday, June the 26th, 2001. Brunch starts at 11:30. Showtime is at 12 noon. The Maryland Cultural and Conference Center, 3 Parks Place, Suite 4, Annapolis, Maryland. The DJ will be DJ I Am Young A. Okay. On the lineup will be April Earthquake, Naomi Ratchet, Jayla Nicole, Jeremy Browning, and myself. That will be on Saturday, June the 26th. And on Sunday, June the 27th, I will be in the nation's capital, Washington. Washington, D.C. In honor of Pride Month, Chateau Remix present Taste the Rainbow. Ooh, Taste the Rainbow, honey. Mwah. Taste the Rainbow, cover $20, cash bar, DJ D Nice, house mixes, and R&B. Sunday, June the 27th, start from 4 to 8 p.m. The Chateau Remix, 3439 Benning Road, Northeast Washington, D.C., 20019. Hosted by TKO, my beautiful daughter, also known as Angie. Music by Tuffy MC Tuffy on the mic. Mini show featuring some of DMV's finest, Lady Tony, DeAndre Superstar Parker, and myself, Helena Hologram. That's on Sunday, June the 27th. Closing out Pride Month with me in DC. So like I said, if you guys have any events that are coming up, inbox me, let me know when they are, and I will most definitely announce them for you. Try to get them, please don't send them into me on the Friday, and your event is that Saturday. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but anyway, at least try to give them to me at least 2 weeks before the show. I mean, some of y'all can throw in some last minute things, and that's cool, but just always try to keep in mind at least be 2 weeks out. And then I will most definitely blast them on the show and on my page when it gets closer to that time. Okay. So, like I say, we thank. I don't know. I just thank you guys for being here. I miss you guys. I'm only here once a week. I'm grateful for Derek that he's back on his grind with the remix that's going where that needs to go. For those of you who don't have anything to do in it, and if you are on Vigo, I will be on there tonight at 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing my slow jams and my wonderful old school. So we're going to get it in. Come on over to Vigo. Check your girl out, Miss Helena Hologram, honey. We're going to turn it, and turn it. Let me get the things ready, honey, because you know I got to set this room up, honey. Yes, honey. I don't know where my other light went, honey. I think that little girl took it with her little monkey saw. Oh, I see. Ha! Well, guys, I love you guys. If you can come over to Bigo, check me out. And I want you guys to remember that tomorrow my brother will be here with Get Off My Lawn at 9 o'clock. And on Wednesday, him and my little brother Hugh will be here for Game Time Audible at 9 or 9:30. But check out Eric Button's page. He'll let you know once you check out those shows. And then my sister, she's here on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, dishing tea with Big Meech. Ooh, okay. 9 o'clock p.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, honey. Come and check us out, honey. We're here at the Nighthawk Network. We're here to make a difference. We don't only want to be in the community. We want to be a thriving part of the community. The ones who just can sit down and just make a difference. You know, when E.F. Hutton talk, everybody listen. When Helena talk, people listen. So I'm excited about that. I thank you guys. Hopefully I can see some of you guys at some of my upcoming events. Helena will be doing, let me think. And I might be doing something Sunday. We'll see. We'll play that by ear. But you guys have a wonderful night. Y'all stay blessed. Whatever you do, please, ma'am, please, sir, stay prayed up. I thank God for my two friends today. You know, I had an associate who was in a very bad car accident. He was in a coma. I thank God that he's come out of the coma. Had a friend who was shot multiple times. I praise God that he's doing better. I just have so much to be thankful for, and God, I give you all the praise, the glory, and the honor because He's just that good. And again, I say Happy Pride Month to you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being a part of Hey Bitches Live. I'm that bitch, Artie. I'm the bitch of all bitches, Artie. Okay, Miss Helena motherfucking Hologram. When they get into it, so you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here with me. Mwah.
I'll